and welcome to Zombie Life with me, Dead Ned. In this episode, I'll be taking a look at some of the most anticipated horror movies coming out later this year, and in some cases, probably next year. This is my personal top 5 that I'm looking forward to so far. Okay, in at number 5, it's A Quiet Place Part 2. I didn't go with my suggestion of a really quiet place or a much quieter place. John Krasinski is back behind the camera with Emily Blunt starring once more as Evelyn Abbott, who, along with the rest of her family, minus hubby Lee, who in a brave act of self-sacrifice was killed by the alien terror in the first movie. This time they face new perils in the outside world. It's not just the alien creatures that hunt by sound they've got to watch out for. This time there are other threats. Cillian Murphy and Djimon Hounsou join the cast, which is a real bonus. I'm looking forward to seeing what these great character actors can bring to the continuing story. The first movie was an unexpected hit, and I hope this sequel has fresh ideas and isn't just a retread of the first one like a lot of follow-ups can be. At number 4, it's my only zombie flick on the list, and this one's going straight to Netflix. It's Army of the Dead, and Zack Snyder is behind this one, who of course has previous zombie history with the 2004 remake of Dawn of the Dead, which I personally enjoyed. Not too much is known about this movie, well, to me anyway. Apparently, it follows a group of mercenaries who head to Las Vegas after a zombie outbreak to attempt the greatest heist ever. So it's a bit like Ocean's 11's with zombies, but minus Brad Pitt, who has his own zombie outbreak to deal with, or George Clooney, who's always too busy drinking coffee these days. However, it does have Dave Bautista starring alongside Ana de la Reguera and Garrett Dillahunt, who's seen previous zombie action in Fear the Walking Dead. The script has been knocking around since 2004 and was originally meant to be made by Warner Bros, finally going into production in 2019, with a lot of the filming taking place in a closed casino hotel in Atlantic City. Looking forward to this one, and I hope it has lots of practical effects and not just a ton of CG blood spray. At number 3, it's Antlers, produced by Guillermo del Toro and directed by Scott Cooper. It's a supernatural tale about a small town teacher and a boy who's just ever so slightly creepy. It stars Kerry Russell, Jesse Plemons and Graham Greene. The trailer is dark and mysterious, oozing with atmosphere, and there's a glimpse of a creature rumoured to be a Wendigo, who tend to be cannibalistic. Now, I'm a big Del Toro fan, but some of his produced horror ventures in the past, like Mama and Don't Be Afraid of the Dark, although enjoyable for me, have fallen a bit below the mark. However, director Scott Cooper did direct Hostiles, the western starring Christian Bale, a film with great performances, and it certainly didn't pull any punches with the violence. So fingers crossed for this one, and let's hope there's a memorable creature to terrify us. At number 2, it's Candyman. This is a sequel to the 1992 original, produced by Jordan Peele, who gave us Get Out and Us, and is directed by Nia DaCosta. The original film, starring Tony Todd, was about an urban legend where if you said Candyman in the mirror 5 times, the ghostly killer with a hook for a hand would appear and basically murder you. Yahya Abdul-Mateen II stars in this one, previously seen in Us and as Black Manta in Aquaman, who for me was probably the best bit about the film. Going by the trailer, this new film will follow the same rules and consequences as the original urban myth, and it seems like the bees are back. And so is Tony Todd with a rumoured cameo. There's also a second trailer entirely done with shadow puppetry, which is totally creepy and amazing. Well worth checking out if you haven't seen it. At number 1, it's Halloween Kills, a direct follow-up to 2018's reboot. The same team are back behind the camera and in front, with Anthony Michael Hall joining the cast as Tommy Doyle, a character from some of the original sequels, which I think these new movies are disregarding anyway. It's also a character that was once played by Paul Rudd, who will soon be seen doing a bit of ghost busting in Ghostbusters Afterlife, which doesn't make this list because it's not technically a horror. A short teaser for Halloween Kills is now out there to view, showing the sequel picking up minutes after the last one ended, with Michael Myers, aka The Shape, supposedly burning to death. There'll also be a third film, Halloween Ends, and if it's successful, you can bet there'll be a Halloween Ends again, or a Halloween Begins, again and again and again. I don't really care, as long as they're good movies. So that's my list. If you have any other suggestions, please let me know in the comments. Until next time, stay warm and stay tasty. Hey zombie lovers, hit the subscribe button now so you'll never miss an episode. I'll be up to all kinds of things, from playing board and video games, reviewing absolutely anything horror related that takes my fancy, or sometimes just talking about my zombie life.